So, what can EU leaders do to keep their citizens from losing everything when wildfires sweep in? The European Central Bank and European insurance regulator have come up with a blueprint for an EU-level reinsurance scheme. It's a continental backstop that pulls climate risks together to keep private coverage available and affordable. Now, let's bring in our guest. Janet Ruiz is the Director of Strategic Communications at the Insurance Information Institute. Janet, thank you so much for your time. How significantly are these wildfires, the fact they're becoming more frequent, more widespread, how is it changing the way insurers assess risk?
Thank you, Sally. We certainly are experiencing hotter, drier, windier climates in so many parts of the world. So insurers are turning their focus to predict and prevent. And we're doing this using sophisticated modeling so that we can look at the future and not just look back at history as we used to do. So we're forward-looking, we're looking at the topography in areas that are populated because we insure buildings, homes, businesses, etc. And we're looking at mitigation and how can people prevent their building, their home, their business from burning. We're also looking at community resilience because when communities burn, their infrastructure burns. The water pipes may be old. They may poison the water. So we've seen all these things happen. I'm here in California. We've seen it happen quite a bit here. And then it takes communities 5-10 years to get back on their feet. So predicting and preventing using sophisticated modeling and helping homeowners and businesses mitigate their risk, become wildfire resistant. But it takes all stakeholders.
Yeah, it's a good point that you're making. Everyone has a role to play here. And it's interesting that the EU is considering a sort of backstop reinsurance method when, effectively insurance companies add such a premium that they become essentially unaffordable. And we saw similar things happen during COVID when restaurants and hotels tried to claim. But what does it mean for the ordinary person? Is it essentially we better prepare ourselves for general increases in insurance across the board?
We have to work with, the economy. So when something burns down and we have to pay to rebuild it, we have to have taken in enough premium. Insurance companies buy reinsurance. Some communities and countries are looking at providing reinsurance to insurers. So all these things are coming into play, but we can't change the price to rebuild or to give you back all your contents. So really putting money ahead into preventing the risks is going to do a lot more long-term to change this. And I think that's really the solution in the future is making our structures more wildfire resistant, making the land around them clear, fire breaks. Many communities are jumping in and putting fire breaks outside their cities. It's almost like the walls around the cities we used to see thousands of years ago. But clearing land, better building materials, getting the builders on board, and then grant programs for people who can't afford to do that type of work. I think the money is better spent on prevention than trying to rebuild after.
Yeah, and that's better for the planet as well. Land management, a key issue. Thank you so much for chatting to us. Janet Ruiz, Director of Strategic Communication at the Insurance Information Institute.